So, who's hotter, alpha males or sigma males? A lot has been said about both over the last several years, and it can be a little bit confusing, can also feel a little bit intimidating sometimes. I'm going to be answering who's hotter in this video, and I have a huge secret, like a huge secret that no one else is talking about, and I'm going to be sharing it with you at the end of this video. So make sure you stay with me until the end. If you're being honest, do you sometimes feel like maybe you'll never be attractive enough for the kind of girl you want? Does it sometimes just feel like that uphill battle? Maybe it kind of even makes you feel like maybe it's not worth it. Well, the truth is, whether you feel like you're an alpha male or a sigma male or not even close to either, what you learn in this video is kind of that secret sauce that takes attraction to the next level. It's what sets you apart and makes you irresistible to the kind of girl you are aching for and longing to hold close. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Sound good? Let's dive in. As we get started with this debate of who's hotter, alpha males or sigma males, let's talk for just a minute about some of the traits of both. And if you're interested in learning some of the other attractive traits of sigma males specifically, make sure you watch this video. I will put a link in the description below. And the last side note, some of the things I share are obviously going to apply to both alpha and sigma males. So don't hate on me if I put it in the category you don't think I should put it in. Sound good? Okay, let's dive in. The first trait we're going to talk about is actually about a sign of an alpha male. This sign is that you are determined and motivated and driven. Alpha males tend to not let setbacks hold them down or stop them. They know what their goals are and they go for them and they push onward despite some of the setbacks. Now, there are several reasons why this is an attractive trait to women. One of the reasons is it makes you a more interesting person to be around. Someone who doesn't have much motivation, who doesn't have much drive, who doesn't really do anything with their life, they're not particularly interesting to be in a relationship with. As a matter of fact, the relationship can get boring really fast. Have you ever dated a gal who's really boring? Just like you don't want to date a girl who's really boring, she doesn't want to date a guy who's really boring. Another reason why being driven and motivated and willing to push through things is attractive is this is something we want in a lifelong partner, because we're going to run into obstacles in life, and someone who has that drive to keep going is someone we want to be with. Now let's talk about a sign of a sigma male. One of the key things that a sigma is good at is listening. He's a good listener. When we're around someone who listens to us, it makes us feel like we matter. It makes us feel heard, go figure, and it truly touches us as humans. This is especially true for women. Women tend to really connect through talking, and knowing that a man is listening to her is ridiculously attractive to her. Before we get to the next sign, this time we will do alpha, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. My name is Melannie. I'm a Christian dating coach for men and creator of Attracting Lasting Love Academy. If you are sick of mind games and cheesy strategies that don't feel good and don't get the girl, and you're ready for authentic love, this is the place for you. So subscribe and ring that bell. Okay, our next alpha male sign is being protective of the people you care about. Now, this is obviously not to be confused with being a controlling person. Some people will be like, oh, I'm really protective, when in reality, they're just really controlling. Not the same thing. So rather than trying to be controlling, instead, an alpha will want to make sure that the people he cares about are safe physically and emotionally, make sure that they're taken care of. Of course, this is an attractive trait. Women look up to the man they care about. They want to be protected by him, and know, she wants to know that he is in some way a shelter for her. And so a man who cares enough about the people he cares about to want to protect them is ridiculously attractive. Now let's talk about a sign of a sigma male. This sign is a sigma is not influenced easily by social pressures. He's not someone who just does something because everybody else says he should do it. Instead, he thinks things through and he makes the decision for himself. He's not so much a go with the flow kind of guy. Instead, he analyzes what he believes and what he thinks, and then he acts accordingly. This is a very attractive trait because Someone who is willing to be strong and make their own decisions is someone that is very desirable in a relationship, someone who has that inner strength and inner integrity, but also motivation and drive to do what they believe is right instead of just being pressured and influenced by everyone else. And by the way, something a lot of people don't know is that both alpha males and sigma males can still really struggle to attract a lifelong relationship. They can struggle to attract the kind of woman they're really wanting, even if they're popular with women. The kind they really want can sometimes be really hard to find, and it can be really hard to understand what makes her fall so in love she wants to be with you forever. Maybe you've even found yourself in this situation before. So whether you feel like an alpha or a sigma or not, if you don't want any more wasted time on mind games and relationships that go nowhere, there are some secrets you really need to be in on. I'm going to share these 3 secrets with you in my free masterclass. Just go to coachmelannie.com/masterclass, and I'll put a link in the description below and in the pinned comment. Every man, no matter what your situation is, who wants a loving, lifelong relationship, that special, beautiful woman to be by your side forever, these are the secrets that are holding you back. You got to be in on them, so check it out. Okay, we're going to talk now about another alpha trait, and this trait is being a gentleman and being respectful. A true alpha would never use his strength or his influence to belittle someone else or hurt someone else. He would never want to control, like we were talking. They don't have a need to treat other people that way because, yeah, some toxic people get kind of a rush out of it. He, however, does not. And there's a lot being said about women who want the bad boy who doesn't treat them right. There are some women who are attracted to that, mainly toxic women, because they like the mind games, they like the drama. There are some other women who maybe they're not toxic, but they are addicted to the drama and they like that as well. However, a normal woman, a woman who is looking for lifelong love, who wants to give and receive, she wants a man who is instead a gentleman, someone who's respectful, someone who treats her right, someone who will treat their future children right. So being respectful, being a gentleman is ridiculously attractive. Most girls never get over that desire to find that knight in shining armor, that Prince Charming, that someone who's going to treat them wonderfully well. And the right woman is obviously going to want to treat you amazing as well. Quick question before we get to our next sign, and then the big juicy secret. I've not really done a lot of videos on this. I think I've only done one video on sigmas and never a video on alphas. Is this something you would like to see more from me on? If it is, comment hotter to let me know. That feedback really does help me, so thank you. And a huge shout out to those of you who are so amazing with the super thanks. Thank you a million times. You really help me continue to make this content, so thank you. And whether you have ever used the super thanks before or not, if you're enjoying this video, if you like it and you'd like more, feel free to use it. It would mean a lot to me, so thank you. Okay, the next sigma sign, before we get to our biggest secret. This sign is a sigma doesn't pretend to be someone they're not. They're pretty comfortable with who they are. They know who they are and they don't pretend. A lot of this comes back to those social pressures. Rather than feeling pressured into pretending to be someone they're not, they tend to just kind of hold their own and respect who they are and be confident in that. This is ridiculously attractive because the truth is someone who's needy, someone who needs constant assurance, or somebody even who's changing their personality all the time is really hard to be in a relationship with. But someone who knows who they are and who's authentic in that, we get to know who they really are, which is pretty important in a relationship. And you can also count on them. It also helps them kind of stand on their own 2 feet. And yes, there's nothing wrong with wanting some validation and wanting some reassurance and some support that way. But there's a difference between needing it constantly and needing it in an appropriate way. So it's a very attractive trait when a man just knows who he is and he doesn't pretend. Okay, we've come to the climax, to the big moment. Who is actually hotter? We've talked about some attractive traits of both alphas and sigmas. So at the end of the day, who's the most attractive to women? You ready? Here it comes. Both. Both are attractive. It depends on the girl. Let's strip it down for just a second. I don't usually talk about alphas and sigmas and all of that on this channel. And the reason why is because they're kind of just clickbaity titles. They're just there to really sound good and get more views and get more likes and get more clicks. And that's okay. I sometimes shy away from it though, because we kind of put them in a box and then you're in this little box and you can't move out of it. And that's just really stifling. And the free spirit in me doesn't like that. And I'm sure a lot of you don't either. So I tend to not talk too much about alphas and sigmas. But if we just strip it down to its core, we get rid of all the clickbait and just look at what it really is. An alpha is a confident extrovert, and a sigma is a confident introvert. Now, some women are ridiculously attracted to extroverts, and some are ridiculously attracted to introverts. And as a matter of fact, depending on who's trying to get clicks, for a while there, everybody wanted to be an extrovert. And then for a while there, everybody wanted to be an introvert. And there's like this debate, who's hotter? And the truth is, both. It depends on the girl. Some are more attracted to one than the other. There's really not a right or a wrong here. So whether you really resonate with the alpha or really resonate with the sigma, you can be irresistible to the girl of your dreams because she's looking for the traits you have. This is something I talk about with my clients in my academy all the time. It's not about changing who you are. It's about rocking who you are and showing her all of your positive traits so that she recognizes you as the man of her dreams, because that's who you are. So let's get to that juicy secret I promised you. The secret is to not worry so much about being extrovert or introvert. Instead, focus on building your confidence, because an alpha is a confident extrovert and a sigma is a confident introvert. So the whole key here is don't worry so much about all those fancy titles, unless, of course, they're helpful to you. Then by all means, use them. But rather than focusing so much on those titles, focus on boosting your confidence, because when you truly become a confident man, everything else falls into place. This is why I focus so much on helping my clients in my academy master confidence, because when you truly understand that, everything falls into place pretty quickly, actually. And it's a thrilling, exciting experience that you deserve to have. So it's not so much that an alpha or a sigma is more attractive than the other. It's that having confidence is the most attractive thing you can have. So are you ready to learn more? Would you like to know more about this and how I can help you? And some of those insider secrets that just make you irresistible, completely irresistible. If you would watch my free masterclass, not only will you learn the 3 secrets that nobody else is talking about, but you will also learn a quick little bit about my academy, what you'll discover there, and how you can join when that's something you decide you'd like to do. So just go to coachmelannie.com/masterclass. There's a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I was honestly a little nervous to make it because people can leave mean comments when you talk about certain topics. So if this was one you enjoyed, please do let me know so I know to make more. Comment hotter if that's what you would like to see. And please share this with a friend. If you don't yet follow me on social media, there are links in the description below. And subscribe and ring the notification bell if you haven't yet. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. Okay, we have come to the climax, to the big moment. I got so excited I couldn't remember what I was saying. Okay. And by the way, if you're interested in learning some other okay. Is that what you're interested in? Obviously, who wouldn't? Hello, Secret End of the Video Club. I came prepared today. I know, what's up with this? It's like a whole new Melannie. And our special word for the end of the video is purple. Why is it purple? Because I don't think I've done it yet. So that's super prepared right there, right? So if this is your first time watching to the end of the video, we have a special word so I know who watches to the end, and we're like the super secret club nobody knows about. So comment purple, never forget you're awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.